and today I'm going to be participating in a DTIYS contest. This contest was created by a fellow YouTuber, Doodle Cake, and I'm drawing her OC. More information on that is in her video. I will be sure to link her channel in the iCards, that way you can check her video out. But I decided to change up the pose from what it originally was in her video. Her character is really cool, actually. It's really dessert themed, really sugary themed. So she has like the wand / staff, and she has twin tails and all this really cool stuff. So I was really excited to do it, but then the legs for this pose really just were not liking me at this point. So I just decided to leave them with really normal stance and just move on to the face, which was surprisingly easier than the legs. And then moved on to the twin tails that I mentioned previously. And the twin tails was actually really fun. This OC's hair is really fun. So she has these twin tails, right? And she also has these buns that are in the shape of like, the dessert's name is escaping me, but it's definitely a dessert. And then she has like an ahoge? I think that's how you pronounce it, an ahoge, on top of her head as well. And then her shirt is a bunch of gumdrops and lollipops. There might have been some chocolate balls on the sleeves, but I turned them into gumdrops. Then she also has this really puffy skirt that is made with like cotton candy looking material, which is also really cool. So I drew all that in, as well as her candy cane socks, and then I started to do the line art with my brush pens. So the brush pen line art was really fun, and I also decided to change the eyes very slightly from Doodle Cake style. And moving on to the rest of the line art, some of the lollipops didn't turn out as great as before, but they were still really good. And the skirt, I was trying to figure out how to do the skirt. Like, the skirt, for some reason, was very hard for me to do. In Doodle Cake's picture, they were very, I wouldn't say lifeless, but they were very, like, poofy and didn't seem to have a lot of, like, folds in regards to where the character's legs were. So I don't know if that was because they were, like, some magical thing involved. I mean, she obviously has a wand and staff and stuff, so not everything has to defy the laws. Not everything has to obey the laws of physics, sorry. But I decided to change it up a little bit by trying to put in some clothing folds, but then also realized I had no idea how the skirt would work in regards to clothing folds, so I tried my best. And then I went on to the coloring, and the coloring I tried to keep relatively the same. Some of the colors seemed a little bit more saturated in my version, and some of them, like the pink on the skirt, was a little darker and a little redder than in her picture, but oh well. I think it turned out really good for the skirt. Some of the pink for the twin tails and for the staff kind of got onto the white areas, so I had to use my white gel pen. But then I moved on to using the cool gray for shading for the white areas before moving on to the hair. And the hair, I just used my white gel pen for highlights because I completely forgot to include them the first time around. But I think the highlights turned out really well in the end. And then I moved on to the skirt. And the skirt, I think the shading definitely helped in regards to clothing folds. That, I think, turned out really well in the end. Same with the staff for shading. And I decided I wanted the character to really stand out from the page, so I also added this little strip of green, and with that, the piece is done. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit the like and subscribe buttons. That would be greatly appreciated. And with that, I hope you have a magnificent day, and I will see you all later.